Welcome to our channel. Today we how to authorize CrowdStrike Falcon API for incident management. Complete guide step by step clearly. Begin by logging into your CrowdStrike Falcon console. Navigate to the Account Settings section on the left-hand menu. Select the API Clients and Keys option. Click on the Create New API Client button. In the dialog box that appears, provide a name for your API client. Ensure you assign the appropriate permissions required for incident management. Select the incident management scope for the API client. After setting the permissions, click the Save button to create the API client. Once created, you will see an API key and client ID generated for your new API client. Make sure to store these credentials securely, as you will need them for authentication. Now, open your preferred API client or development environment. Begin forming your API requests using the base URL for CrowdStrike Falcon. Utilize the API key and client ID in the authorization header of your requests. Make sure to structure your API calls according to the CrowdStrike API documentation. To authenticate, add the required headers, including the type as bearer and your API key. You can now make requests to the incident management endpoint. Test your setup by executing a sample GET request to retrieve incidents. If the request returns a successful response, your API authorization is functioning correctly. For troubleshooting, check your permissions if you encounter any access issues. Once configured, you can integrate the API with your incident management workflows. Ensure to regularly review permissions for security best practices. Now you are equipped to manage incidents using the CrowdStrike Falcon API efficiently. If the page does not load, refresh the browser or try again in a private or incognito window. Make sure you are using the correct email address, then retype it carefully to avoid small typos. If your password is not accepted, use the reset option and create a new strong password you can remember. Check your spam folder for verification or security emails, then complete any requested confirmation steps. Enable two-factor authentication if available to improve account security and reduce unauthorized access risk. After signing in, review your profile details so your contact information and settings are accurate and current. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more step-by-step tech guides.